Science is about learning and breaking new ground every day. At ITQB Nova, as a master's or PhD student, we are researchers from day one. Immersed in a stimulating scientific environment, we are motivated to dream further. We make our own path, supported by world-class training in life sciences. In programs ranging from the molecular basis of health and disease to biological resources for sustainable development, thriving among high-level scientists and connected to international networks, in a place where it's easy to talk with researchers in the lab next door.
So at ITQB Nova, our courses are very focused on research and on state-of-the-art knowledge on the different topics that we teach. So we make sure we have top experts in each area to teach our students. So they are challenged every day about what are the main questions, what are the current questions. And I think this is something that they find very motivating. Our courses involve partnerships with other institutions. For example, IBET, our partner institute here in Oeiras.
ITQB is actually a very special place for teaching and learning. All ITQB Nova classes are evaluated by the students, both formally and informally. And typically, students give very high ratings to the courses they have here at ITQB.
Here, we learn through innovative practices with a hands-on approach, working in top laboratories with access to unique research facilities that we had only seen from a distance before.
At ITQB, we strongly are encouraged to give the opportunity to students to have sessions on hands-on. This is very important because first introduces the different methodology to the students. It's an easy way to give them the knowledge on the different methodology. We consider that this is excellent and an excellent opportunity for the students because they see in a very short time how we do it and how we plan and the different methodology that we use in our work on a day-to-day basis life.
Expert guidance is essential to make top-level research happen, and we are always part of a multidisciplinary group.
During the Master in Biochemistry for Health, the students have the opportunity to do lab rotations. And during a week, the student will be in one lab performing a specific work that is performed in that lab, and that gives us the opportunity to earn new knowledge about a certain topic or a certain area with scientists that are focused on that type of work. We have a discipline that we need to prepare the protocol. It's very good for us as scientists to know how to think in new protocols and how to develop new protocols.
The protocols that they do during the practical classes, they are protocols that we also use in our research. Sometimes there are really scientific questions that we have made, and now they are repeating in the teaching lab. Not every day you have the experiment working and you have to think what went wrong, and we can discuss what could be done in a different way. We have also one iPad in each bench, so if one student of the group cannot be present in that day, they can connect using any kind of online platform and they can follow the class, they can make questions, they can follow all the work that another student is doing in the lab, in the bench.
Throughout our study programs, we have the chance to discuss state-of-the-art topics with visiting experts from institutions around the world, both at ITQB and from afar.
The Masters in Computational Biology and Bioinformatics, it is a very recent Masters. And a lot of innovation, of course, has to do with the topic itself. But in particular, we have tried to make this a very engaging topic, not only by the construction, it's a multi-unit effort, so it's not just at ITQB, it's at different other units, but also at the different aspects that we offer. One of the aspects, for instance, is the tutoring sessions that we set up. So we set up different types of tutoring sessions to make sure that the students are keeping up with some aspects of, for instance, programming, but not only just keeping up. We have tutoring levels for reinforcement tutoring sessions, and we also have advanced tutoring sessions.
What we have tried to do was to reproduce in the classroom the environment that you have in a research lab. And in a research lab, you are teaching students essentially to teach them how to learn. You become the partner of your students, and you define a set of questions that we are both motivated to answer. And then obviously there is, within a team spirit, there is a definition how we are going to address that question and a methodology to address that question. And this is a very dynamic process. And so the challenge sometimes for the professor is to allow the student to orient the methodology of answering that question to something that motivates them more.
During our educational journey, we are encouraged to leave our comfort zone, develop a critical mind, good communication skills, and an entrepreneurial attitude.
During my PhD program, we attended to a curricular unit called Science Communication, and we learned how to better communicate our job or science in general to several types of public. And I think it's very important because sometimes scientists are very occupied in their lab and in their work, and they forget how important is it to be part of the community, and how important is it to transfer our passion about science to other people.
The startup research program, we get to know from the inside how to do a startup from scratch, and we learn from professionals that they're doing that and they succeed in their field. This allowed us to see a very different level of research and do things different ways. For example, include management skills, and this you apply daily basis in your work, in everything you do. Also, the way of thinking of would this be able to go through another idea that can go to creation of startups. So this is something that always our mind keeps thinking.
In this institute, we feel at home, engaged within a friendly learning environment, where we grow together as a community.
Events like PhD Meeting allow you to showcase your work in a friendly environment where you know that you're not going to be judged harshly for what you do, and it allows you to see other works, see other techniques that many times can make the difference. Yeah, getting to know your fellow PhD students is a very good experience. It allows you also to know that you're not alone in some things that you're passing through, the way that you handle the project. Things like PhD Retreat allows you to do that.
All this experience gives us the tools to excel in science and beyond.
Because we have small group sizes, and because of this very close proximity between teachers and students, it's also possible to test new strategies and to very quickly assess how they are working. And this makes it possible to introduce innovation in the teaching at ITQB. Another aspect of this teaching innovation is then the close proximity among researchers themselves, or among the teaching staff who share their practices. And this was especially highlighted during the pandemic, where we are all faced with the challenge of new ways of teaching. But we were then able to put together all the different experience, and we could all learn from each other in order to improve the teaching at ITQB.
Day by day, it is not just about opening doors into the future, but about breaking down walls. Located in the seaside town of Oeiras, Portugal, ITQB Nova is the place to be.